Hello, Ian. This isn't overdue at all. I'm here to do the live comment, I guess you can call it that, and let's hope I can do it with this chest infection I have. Delightful, eh? So anyway, I think I'll start from the beginning of this series when it started showing up in my inbox, starting with tea time. Yeah, that's the first one, right? So, okay, when I saw it, and the first thing I thought of was when I was little, and every time I was sick, my dad had to stay home and take care of me, and I would force him to have these tea parties with me with water and stuff in these icky little teacups. And, now that I'm older, I kind of realize how much that must have sucked for him, which kind of makes it a little heartwarming thinking the sort of things that Pinky does for Violet. Excuse me. Only, I'm kind of jealous of this little tea party because when I was little, I didn't have the real food to use, and instead of doing it outside, since I was a sheltered little thing, I had to do it on a little table in the playroom at my house with, yeah. So, let's see. Oh, I just noticed she has a little hat. That's incredibly adorable. Oh my god. Excuse me. Sorry about this, Ian. This is the first time I ever had, free time to do this, so... And it just so happens that I'm sick, and, life sucks like that. Okay. I like how she has, a little teacup tilting on her front bumper, and I'm kind of, afraid that she's gonna drop the poor thing. Is it, porcelain, or is it the little, plastic things that come in little girl tea sets? I had plastic. I'm not sure if they did actual ceramic teacups for little girls then. Unless Violet got into Mom's fine china, which wouldn't surprise me at all. Okay, that was tea time. Let's look through the PB&J and Wonder Bread. I haven't had Wonder Bread in a long time. Okay, car over. I giggled when I saw this. Let's see. I don't think her outfit is non-girly at all. I mean, when I was little, overalls were the shit. And I had a little pink pair with Scooby-Doo, and that was pretty much the girliest thing I owned. So I think she looks plenty girly, especially with her cute little ponytails and little sandals. Violet really got detailed. She got a little bow tied to the window. Even lipstick. This is kind of cool because it kind of shows what you'd think the anatomy of a car would be. I never really thought what her cheeks would be. Actually, that's not really a thing someone would usually think of. It would be funny if she was trying to paint the little treads on her tire like nail polish, Oh, before I forget, when I was seeing this, I was reading through your artist comments and how her mom was scolding her. This kind of made me think, how old is she here? 9? She was 9 in 69, so that would make her 5, right? I wonder if when her mom was yelling at her and showing her if for a second that's when Violet starts to get a sense of what would you call it? A sense of kind of realizing, not exactly realizing, but kind of actually seeing Violet as in her object mode. And if that kind of sets rolling the events when she starts growing up and forgetting about Pinky. That would be interesting in the mini comic if you ever wanted to add that, if you do it. see, that's car over. Oh, the jump rope. You're right, she always does look cute, and I love that little dress and her hair and everything. She looks almost like she just got back from church, you know? So it's like a warm Sunday summer evening. Not exactly evening, like maybe 2 in the afternoon. Anyway, I gotta say, Pinky looks really kind of adorable here with her tongue sticking out like that. She looks like she's having a lot of fun. I've always thought Pinky was adorable. Adorable little mom car. It is kind of cool seeing her a little more bendy than usual, since you haven't had a lot of, too much of the movement that they have in, the BLT movies. And so, yeah. I am convinced that the jump rope is tied to another dimension. Okay. Moving on. Pinky's Torment. And this is where you crack the whip and have a moment like that nostalgia critic excerpt you showed us, where you send us into tears when it's supposed to be a little happy series. At first I thought you drew the whole thing yourself, and I'm like, wow, this guy's a masochist. But then I saw the artist comments, and I thought that was a really good idea, and I should probably learn to do that for my comics. I actually used to do, only I did with internet photos, so it turned out like shit every time. So, yeah. Really good planning on your part. What time... About what time era do you think this is, you know, how long after, Violet got the Camaro? Because if the environment is the same, it could easily be, later in the day. Wait, does it say in the artist comments? Yeah, no. Okay, I got interrupted there for a second. I forgot what I was talking about. So, oh, was I talking about what time it was? So, let's see, below. Oh, yeah, that's what I said, shortly after the the other picture. So, yeah, you were right. The Camaro turned out to be kind of an asshole, like all other cutting-edge objects. It would be interesting, though, to see a character that's unintentionally an asshole. That would actually be a pretty good original character idea. Anyway, you know, this kind of really almost breaks my heart, because poor little Pinky, she's gonna go through hell, and it's only gonna get worse and worse, and then she's gonna die. So, this is like stabbing us in the hearts over and over. So, and, you know, I kind of wish I could, like, write a spin-off story where Pinky has a happily ever after story. But, yeah. It sucks when, you know, the tragedy is going to end in tragedy. That's kind of redundant. Sorry, I'm kind of loopy right now. Let's see. About, oh, how long do you think Pinky is stuck there, you know, with Camaro torturing her every single day? I can imagine, maybe a couple years until they finally decide that she's an eyesore and dump her at Ernie's, or maybe Ernie's stop by and offer them a couple bucks to tow her. It would be an interesting picture if you saw uh, a picture of Pinky being towed off, and she's having her last looks at the house and home as everyone's going back inside, not having a care in the world. And even worse, if the Camaro's giving her that smug, shit-faced look. He looks a little intolerable. He is a pretty cut. Good looks, black soul. Oh, I want a Camaro. Let's see, what else can I say? I'm very ill prepared for this, so it's kind of all over the place, so sorry about that. Oh, Shading. Um, I actually think the shading's getting a lot better. It looks more natural and everything looks more 3D, I guess you could say. You're definitely improving. Um, did you shade the house at all? Because it looks a little different. I might have to look back on that later. Anyway, I think I've run out of things to ramble about. So, I hope this was worth the wait, and I'll see you later, man. Ta ta.